Happy Friday and welcome to DBS This Morning, the best way to start your week, start your day, and end your week too. Thank you so much for joining us. My name is Jacka Whitting, and I will be your compadre, your friend holding your hand throughout the morning. Thank you to the members of our DBS family for always tuning in, and hello to anybody who is tuning in for the first time. Hopefully, we will be seeing you consistently. Now, DBS family, it's Friday. But we have to continue to put in that work to keep informed about what is happening here in St. Lucia. So whether you tuned into the evening news and just want to refresh, or I am running to the weekend with my words, or you missed the evening news and would like to get informed, don't worry, we got you. Let's check out the morning news highlights.
Good morning. Former Prime Minister Alan Chastanet is defending his administration's decision to construct new buildings to house the St. Jude Hospital. Amid public criticism of the handling of the reconstruction project by successive governments, Chastanet maintains that the old St. Jude site was plagued with a myriad of technical planning issues that hindered the former UWP administration's ability to proceed with the project.
The conclusion of that report was that you could move into the building. But if you moved into the building, that the preliminary estimate is $100 million, but possibly could be more. Because there were no drawings, no structural drawings, no engineering drawings of the building. And in their audit that they did, that they saw a lot of defective construction, but more importantly, that the standard of the building was not of an internationally acceptable standard. Now, let's be honest with each other. There are many examples. So the St. Jude's before, Victoria Hospital before, were not really to international standards, but you were already in and you were operationalizing it. So it's one thing to say that you're in a building that's not of standard, but to say that you're going to build a new building and you're building it today not to standard, I personally would have a difficulty with that. But if you want to get into semantics and say, well, there are many hospitals around the world that don't meet international standards, that's true. But we're talking about now building a new facility. Why would you build a new facility today knowing that you have substandards?
The former Prime Minister is challenging the new administration to keep its promise and to complete the hospital. The umbrella Taiwan ICT in Education project recently conducted a 3-day workshop for educational administrators focusing on learning analytics and how it can be harnessed to improve educational products and processes.
Education project proceeds to its last stage. The last mile, I would say, is to invest in educators and instructors' capacity to respond to learners' experience and to improve their learning outcomes. Learning analytics is thus an important and ideal tool to measure students' performance, support students' development, and improve the effectiveness and teaching practice, and inform curriculum decisions through the data presented.
The ICT in Education Development Project is designed to foster online learning platform adaptation and empower teachers with capacity building resources for making interactive animation, ebooks, and videos.
Ladies and gentlemen, finally TVET, Technical Vocational Education and Training, is taking its rightful place at the table of discussion on an unprecedented level. The conversation has started in earnest this time, and as we speak, TVET is the single largest mandate of the Ministry of Education at present. As a government, it would not be enough to make pronouncements about developing a youth economy, identifying factors that contribute to economic growth, and making inroads into the green, blue, and orange economies without embracing TVET as a tool which enhances productivity and reduces poverty.
The European Union has joined forces with St. Lucia to help reform the island's technical vocational education and training program by providing financial support to the generation of employment through Private Sector Development Program, or GEPSCD.
Society is gradually coming around to accepting TVET as one of the driving forces for sustainable development within a modern society and economy. The European Union is therefore excited to join forces with the government of St. Lucia in support of the reform of TVET in the country while responding to the needs of the economy and providing learners with skills and competencies important for personal growth, economic resilience, and active citizenship.
Approximately €6 million has been made available by the EU. The JEPSED program received the first tranche of 50%, an equivalent of €2.9 million in December of 2021. And finally, employees at the Castries Constituencies Council, or CCC, were treated to free shoulder massages from Francis Rubb on Wednesday.
So the staff are tired. I can see they have been working very hard for the past 2 years with that COVID business. So I decided today that I am coming and give them a shoulder massage. A shoulder massage is very good. You can release them because they are tired. They're working some of them working Monday to Friday, Saturday to Sunday. It's always wise every 2 weeks or every month to take a massage because the body is not iron, it is flesh. Because the tension that is in the back, it's carried through the back. You need to release it.
The free service formed the part of efforts by massage therapist Frances Severin to give back to the community. Other city businesses have benefited from the initiative as well. And those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
All right, early risers, that is a wrap for the morning news highlights. And we're just about ready to head into the rest of the show. This one is all about music, 100% St. Lucian music outside of the Dennery segment genre. So if you were guessing that we had a Dennery segment artist today, guess again. And keep it locked because we're heading to a commercial break. You'll see the big surprise when we get back. Welcome back, DBS family. You know we are always on the lookout for up-and-coming artists in St. Lucia, no matter the genre. Yes, we do pay attention to Dennery segment, we do pay attention to groovy soca, power soca, and calypso, but you know St. Lucians are not limited in any sense of the word, and we continue to make our mark on every genre of music. And I think that's the case. It's safe to say that's the case with Jay the Saint, who's here with us this morning, and he's actually a drill artist. Drill is a genre that really originated in the UK but has been making its way around the world, and I could say it is infectious. So how are you doing this morning, Jay?
Yeah, I'm good. Chill.
All right. So I know your journey into music was more of a recent thing. I mean, over the past couple of years. So why decide to get into music?
Well, that's just the side of me, you know. Actually, I did music for a while, actually. It first started off in church. So, yeah, that's where the saint part comes into my name, but yeah, it's a controversy because of what I sing. But I first started in church, continued through high school, just rapping with the fellas on the block, freestyling. And yeah, but I took a more personal approach to it, to wanting to develop myself and showcase my talent. And I just decided that since I have potential, let me just go at it because I just love music.
All right. I feel like this is a trend. A lot of artists that we speak to mention that they actually identified their skills in church. A lot of singers that we speak to say that they actually identified their skills in church. So that's a trend to keep our eyes on. You mentioned that the saint part of your name came from the fact that you identified your skills in church. So what was the process like putting the whole name together?
So it kind of started. Okay, so back at school, I used to freak out a lot. So yeah, people used to call me Freak Out. So I was like, I started making music at school with that name, but I was like, okay, if I'm taking this a little more serious, I can't. So we started, brainstorming, me and the guys. They started calling me Jay. I was like, too many J's around. So they were like, Josh, J-O. So then ended up going J.O. So I was like, okay, that's good. But then there's another local artist that I really like, J.O. Keys. So yeah, so I don't want it to seem as though, so that was immediately, yeah, it had to go. So then they were like, J. Josh Saint Roman, J. I was like, J Saint. And then the other guy was like, J the Saint. And I was like, you know what? So yeah, and that's how it really came together as J the Saint. So it's really like parts of my name. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, sometimes you definitely need a friend to bounce ideas off of. I mean, in the creative department is what we do all day, every day, bouncing ideas off of each other and coming together for the final piece. And I guess you found your masterpiece, Jay the Saints, and that's how you're moving forward with your branding. So, over the past, so wait, before we get into what I was about to ask, how long ago was that? When did you decide on the name Jay the Saint?
Ever since my first official release, I'd say that happened in 2019. I think it would have been December or so, or yeah, December. So it was around the whole Black Lives Matter initiative. So I tried my best to capitalize off of it to say how I felt being a black person, with regards to all of what's happening internationally.
All right. So, I mean, your first release came out late 2019. That's right before the pandemic really hit the region. So, what was that like you? I know a lot of artists use that time to put their head down and work on their writing, work on their craft, and for them to come out now to release all the tracks that would have been born during that time. So, what was the pandemic like for Jay the Saint?
Um, I'd say girth, to be honest. I do have a lot of different songs in the studio, practicing, trying to like find the sound I feel that is right and which best depicts me as an artist. So that still is an ongoing process, but I've really capped at it being drill because I'm heavily influenced by the UK. So I think the whole part of the genre is like downpacked. However, the pandemic, what can I say? It yielded a lot of free time, so that was good. So, because in and out of work, so I was primarily home, started TikToking, freestyling more. But I think it helped me identify music as a real passion because it was literally all I did. Like, in and out of the studio, out and about on the street, because I was legal, quote unquote. But like, yeah, that's what it was. So I would say that it helped, it gave me a foundation to pursue it further because probably had it not happened, I would not have had the time to sit and say, hey, I'm going to do music, So yeah, I think it got involved and it worked out for me, so it was good.
All right. So you mentioned that you are very influenced by the UK, by the music industry over there, especially in the drill genre. I know there's quite a number of drill artists making music right now. So are there any influences or any artists that you could say, in that genre, you're keeping an eye on, you're paying attention to the moves that they're making?
Yeah, for sure. People like Central C. I mean, he really rebranded himself because he wasn't always about drill. He really rebranded himself and gave a new perspective to music. So I found that to be very, very interesting. And I felt like if a big shift like this could happen from a guy who started music, I think, in like 2015, to making a big shift like that in 2020, quote unquote, I find it very inspiring. Also, Tion Wayne, he was in St. Lucia, so I got the opportunity to meet him, hang around him, see what they're like. But definitely, like, my eyes are on those people. But there are a number. M24, there's Skepta. There's quite a bit, yeah. But I don't know, for the time being, I think it's at Central C for me mainly, just because he's a little more mellow and subtle, and yeah. So for me, it's not just drill no more, So yeah, Central C for sure.
All right. So What's your writing process like then? I'm not sure that you would have the luxury that a lot of soca artists have with being heavily influenced by what's around them in St. Lucia. You know, a lot of soca songs, they can be influenced by the energy and what's happening around us. But where do you draw your inspiration and energy from for your own writing with your genre being drill?
Sometimes starts off with a simple sentence. So like if we're in conversation and a word to pick my interest, or like a sentence came about, I'd literally be like, So I would just like write that down in my note. By the time I get home, I'm thinking of backstories of my life or things I got exposed to or other people around me, and I just piece it all together. So like each like all of my music tells a story, regardless of it being at a point in time in my life or a story that's not mine, but it tells a story. So it's I don't know, this is really what it is. I don't write with a beat. My process of writing is literally just one word. If I want inspiration, probably I like watching the beach or anywhere I could hear the ocean. It kind of have a vibe, you know? So, but more than, it's usually in conversation, either with my subconscious, my inner me, or speaking to peers, or just listening, even reading a book, for instance. I were to see something, it would just start off with one word or one sentence and just take off from there.
All right. Well, I mean, I've had the opportunity to listen into your music, but for anybody who is having their first introduction to you now and is having their interest piqued, I should say, from what you've explained your writing is like, how can they access your music and how can we connect with you on social media to keep tabs on what you have coming up?
Yeah, well, for sure, it's J.TheSaint on Instagram, so you can always look me up there. I think Instagram is my primary source as to when a new release is about to, or like anything that I'm doing. Although the people who are marketing for me thinks I should be a little more out there, though I like my personal space, but so I'm definitely gonna keep updating a lot over there. But I'm on all streaming platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, wherever listeners would like to, tune in. Also YouTube at J.TheSaint. There are some videos up there that you guys might enjoy watching. But yeah, I'm basically everywhere.
All right, so we will put up his social media handles on the screen so you can get in touch with J.TheSaint, follow him on social media, and keep tabs on his music. You know we're always supporting local. Keep it locked, DBS family. We're heading to a quick commercial break. Welcome back, DBS family. As you know, it is a DBS This Morning tradition that we share some good music with you, a empowering music video, so that you can start off your Friday with some renewed energy after the long week and kick off your weekend the right way. And today is no different. Here we go with Ride or Die.
Started as a sinner, now I'm saved. Riding with my God feels great. Never limited to giving praise. On and off the stage, I rep him anytime, any place. Grace, preach through my life, no podium. Made more precious than rhodium. I got a sin phobia, Sole Deo Gloria. Season of this world like sodium. Turn up the lyrics, you gotta pay attention. See the reason why I do this ain't too numerous to mention. Got a heavenly relation, check it in my conversation. Wait, breathe. God is so amazing. But it's time to hit the road. Where the spirit leads, I'ma go. And where would I be if not for his grace? I don't know, let the redeemed of the Lord say so. Yo, cause I'm tryna make a life. That's why I touch the mic. I'm about to put gas in my bike and go full throttle all night. Because I choose to ride till the day I die. going. I choose to ride till the day I die. 'Cause I know where I'm going. Check it. Folks don't understand. Nah, they be like, hey, you trippin'. I know you got a wife, man, with them chicks back flipping. There's pressure on every side, but I'm about God's business. I ain't got no poker face, but I'm going all in this. I was created to worship, that means giving up my life as a living sacrifice. No pun intended, this world is all out of love because God is the only air supply. Jesus, he never ceases to amaze me. How God raised him from the dead and from the cross where he bled. Hey yo, that's just crazy. But I'm about to go dumb, gospel insane, I can't do enough. Yeah, I know the road's tough, but I can't give it up, cause failure is not in my blood. Because I choose to ride till the day I die. Cause I know where I'm going. I choose to ride till the day I die. Cause I know where I'm going. This road got a lot of zigzags, crazy as a roller coaster out at Six Flags. This theory is legit, not like the Big Bang. God's spirit so quick, I ain't gotta think fast. Got blood dripping down from my body, death threats coming from my flesh, but I got it. With God, I'll be on it, the devil can't hold me. Plus I'm on a solid rock, so just bring it, jabroni. Yo, traffic so heavy, but I'm going through. Bro, you got a flat tire, what you gon' do? Oh, grace got me covered, that's the whole truth. So, let's go. It's dangerous and strenuous. I'm equipped, but I can't do this. With a helmet of salvation as I ride, strapped with the truth by my side. Riding in style, focus on the prize. Wind blowing strong, bringing tears to my eyes. I'm trying to stay alive, I know I'm gonna die. It doesn't really matter, cause in heaven I reside. Because I choose to ride till the day I die. I know where I'm going. I choose to ride till the day I die. Cause I know where I'm going.
Good morning and welcome to this morning's Soca Size session. Leading the wine, we have Laurie, Susie, and Shani. Let's get ready to sweat with Soca Size. This morning's wine and tone workout is Sim Simmer by Beanie Man. Let's get moving. All right, so we're going to begin moving to one side in a circle and then to the next side. 2 of those. Let's go. Next side, and we're going to begin now. Knees coming up, hands up, same side. Pepper seed, double. Arms up again, and pepper seed. Shoulders, move those shoulders. 2 more, last one. Circle, round. Squeeze it. Tail as you go, yes. Hey. Next side, and keep that arm up. No chicken wings, no chicken wings. First side, let's go. Squeeze it, squeeze it. Next side. 4, 3, 2. Take it up and pepper seed. Hey. Move those shoulders. Take it up. Pepper seed. Run. Squeeze it. Next side, and first side, Next side. And 3, 2, 1. Take it up. Pepper seed, shoulders. Hey. Take it up. Take it up. Pepper seed. First side, round. Next side, and squeeze that belly. Keep breathing. Next side. Switch sides. Switch again. Yes, feel it, feel it. That side. 4, 3, 2, take it up and pepper seed. Hey. Take it up. Pepper seed. Up, up. Pepper. That was this morning's session. Thank you for choosing to flaunt with Soca Size St. Lucia. Have a wonderful day.
All right, that is a wrap for today's show. I'm so happy you could be here with us throughout the week. Like I said earlier on, if anybody is just tuning in, don't worry that I speak about the DBS family. You are already a member by just clicking on today. So thank you for joining us. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again on Monday. So I'll be seeing you soon. I'll be looking out. See you then. Bye.